actually was working up at a fire department up north in Sacramento, and once COVID started, we actually were on the front line there screening a lot of the students at UC Davis, where all the students have, a big mass population. They're all over the place. They're in partying, they're having get-togethers, they're going to classes. It was extremely easy to spread in the beginning, and that's why it caught like a wildfire and went everywhere. And so they actually required volunteers to start screening and working at the campus. And I actually started screening there and had some experience doing that before I got sent home due to the circumstances, and found my job here where I'm now screening patients day to day. I think whenever there's a spike in the numbers, it gets a little iffy in here. We're a little more nervous. The patients are a little more nervous. Nobody wants to be in a hospital to begin with, but when there's something so dangerous going around, it puts everybody on edge. We really heavily rely on the symptom screening and people's honesty when we're screening them, and the temperature readings to really gauge exactly what we need to do. If they have a positive symptom, if they show that they have a fever, any of that really sets off our alarms. We have an entire algorithm that we follow for a single positive symptom, that if they're even showing a slight headache, and I have a lot of parents who come in and say, I've had a headache, but it's just stress, I still follow the algorithm to a T, because you can never be too careful, especially when we see those rises in numbers. It's a big responsibility, especially when some of the patients here, we're seeing them over and over and over again every day, and we have to ask them the same questions every single day. And a lot of times, some of the patients, weren't presenting with maybe a symptom before, and then on the third day that we're screening them, they are, and then the protocol completely changes. They might need to be, tested, then there's a separation from the family, and it's all to benefit the greater population and make sure we're not bringing any sick people in. But it does feel like a big burden to carry, especially knowing that we are working at the front line and we are extremely exposed, and just if anytime we see a patient with a positive symptom, we could be next. It's scary at some times, but I feel like there is a necessary component to it, as I don't have any underlying conditions. They need more people like me doing this work, because people who do have underlying conditions, if they were on the front line, they'd be even more at risk. So while it's scary for me, I feel like I can really contribute and help society and help flatten that curve by lending my help and working at the front line.